Alright, this is game one between Contra and Toxicpanda. Contra is the king of the hill at the moment, and Toxicpanda is a champion of the hill, which is required to challenge the king. Let's get into it. So Contra spawned at our top left as our teal Terran, and Toxicpanda at the top right as our yellow Terran. Not that you could be any other race. Panda doing something odd. He has some units split off here. I don't know if it's just for scouting or if he's trying to bait some units like up there. But yeah, Contra did scouting with a Marine to see those initial units. He also scouts and sees the line of units that Toxicpanda's made. And now there's engagement. It's fairly in the middle, but yeah, it's going to come down to micro here. Toxicpanda decides to pull back, get his reinforcements, and now he's engaging a little bit closer to his side. Contra doing a really good job though. It looks like he's got more units on the bottom, but less units on the top as the reinforcements of Toxicpanda were able to push that side a little bit more. But Contra forces Toxicpanda back. A little bit of shit talk going on. Contra, or I should say Toxicpanda has an SCV kind of roaming the map right now. He also has a Marine kind of looking around. He's pulled out. Contra starts a shield tower in mid immediately. This is very much on Toxicpanda's side, but it's well protected with the you know, the mid vision. You know, you have to get into mid vision and to kill it, and that shield tower is outside of that mid vision, so he's able to protect it really well with his forces here. Toxicpanda just kind of waiting for, you know, for supply to max out again. He's actually sitting on a bit of money right now. Not sure if he's just saving up for a bunker immediately, or if he's going to use it for turrets or what. But yeah, with that extra money that Toxicpanda has decided to use, he's put it into range. Engagement here at the top. Panda actually doing a really good job. He has more units on the right hand, or the left hand side here, meaning that the reinforcements are going to help out with the right hand side. Forces Contra back. Contra, you know, sitting in his shield a little bit, but now he's outside the shield, and Panda is going to have a nice engagement here, I think. Just, you know, having more units after the initial engagement. And now Contra has some units that are kind of split. His forces are split. Panda's got a very slight lead here, mostly using it to bank money up. And now Contra, he's being assaulted in the middle, and he's going to lose all these units because you know, a lot of his forces were still in the back there. So yeah, Panda able to push through here, push through the shield tower there, and looks like he's going to pick it off. Contra coming in here, trying to save it. SPs are coming up. Turret is thrown, and the shield tower does go down. Panda in a really good position here now, as he throws his own turret. Contra decides to nuke. Does not get a lot of the forces though. He only gets a small chunk, the turret and the SCV. Throws another turret to help protect against mid. But yeah, he doesn't really have the forces to defend it anymore. Panda decides to throw his own turret to combat that turret of Contra's. But yeah, Contra's pushing forward with some units, he's cutting off the reinforcements, but Toxicpanda is able to pick off that turret. Throws down a nuke, he gets only 12 kills with it. But yeah, they both have enough for a bunker at this point. Toxicpanda throws down a bunker in mid. Contra knows about it, he's got those two turrets and the SV sitting around. Contra throws another turret, and I think this is a somewhat good position for Contra, but he has to take care of these other turrets. Panda, meanwhile, throwing his own turrets to defend that bunker. And yeah, now Panda has the turret lead here. Contra decides not to throw anymore, and now yeah, that's 4 turrets sitting here for Toxicpanda, while Contra only has a couple in the front here. SV keeps getting picked off, so Contra has a nice score lead here, but especially with all those extra turrets thrown by Panda. But yeah, I mean, Panda, he's going to get that mid bunker up, and that's going to be a sticky situation for Contra. Contra decides to throw down his own bunker, forced to take it in the Marine square. And yeah, it looks like at this point it's not going to, like, that mid bunker is not going to be contested. It's going to finish up here. Contra decides to poke in the back here, picking off some the resupply of Toxicpanda. But yeah, Panda has a little bit of a score lead, but yeah, again, he threw some extra turrets, so we'll see. He does start another mid bunker, and that's actually a really scary position for Contra. 2 mid bunkers is going to be a lot. He did mark his initial Marine bunker. But yeah, it's really hard for players to push in there with just units, unless you have like an overwhelming amount. But yeah, two extra bunkers, I should say, in mid from Toxicpanda is going to be a really hard thing for Contra to push out of. But yeah, he's got his full force here, just kind of coming around, picking off what he can. Not sure if he has stim yet, but yeah, he's quite a bit lower on upgrades. Toxicpanda has 6 armor, 9 attack, and 0 range, and Contra has 3 armor, 4 attack, and 3 range. So definitely favors Toxicpanda, especially since he has those ghosts. But yeah, Contra doing a good job here, just kind of picking off a couple ghosts here and there. Hopefully get a little bit closer in that score. And yeah, Panda just kind of pushing up a little bit here. Contra opting to get a little bit more range. Both his bunkers are murked at this point, and Toxicpanda is starting to murk his ghost bunkers. So Contra here at this point is just, I think he's just trying to pick off some units where he can. Turret goes down. He's going to be able to push back. Actually, Toxicpanda is not retreating, so that turret's actually basically giving Contra a lot of money since he's able to pick off a lot of those units. Turret goes down for Contra at the main bunker of Toxicpanda, and yeah, now it's like a real threat. He might lose this bunker, but again, it's, he's up a bunker anyway, so we'll see how this goes down. He throws a turret of his own. Another turret goes down for Contra, and that's a great position for a turret, but those ghosts do so much damage to it. Contra now trying to kill the turret of Toxicpanda. Toxicpanda throws down another turret by his units here. And yeah, I think at this point the bunker's going to be saved. The turrets are going to be in vain. Contra decides to go for mid instead, as Toxicpanda is clearing the turret at his main base. Shield tower goes down in mid, or gets killed off in mid. And now Contra, I feel like if he threw a turret there, he would have done a little bit better. But yeah, he decides to retreat out of there instead and not waste any money. And yeah, Toxicpanda rebuilding that shield tower. Both his mid bunkers are murked at this point. He finds a bit of a mineral. Actually, is he going to find that one? No, he doesn't find that one. But yeah, Contra trying to do what he can, try not to lose too many units. Oh, Toxicpanda actually loses 3 ghosts there. That's actually a big chunk of money. And Toxicpanda starts a tank. So yeah, his upgrades haven't gone up too much since then. He's got 4 range now. It's a Contra 6 range. Contra also has speed. Throws down his own turret. He does have stim. He does have 7 regen to help out with that stim damage. And yeah, this is actually a really good position with this turret here. He cuts off the main forces of Toxicpanda, and he's able to pick off the reinforcements coming from that initial bunker. Meanwhile, with that extra speed, he's able to pick off some of those ghosts that Toxicpanda is trying to poke at this turret. Contra decides instead to go for that main bunker to kill it off. Toxicpanda kills off that turret. Contra throws a turret, and it looks like that main bunker of Toxicpanda is going to go down. Contra's going to lose probably quite a few forces here. Actually gets out with the majority of them, as Toxicpanda, his forces are just too slow. Throws a turret for that tank that's pushing up here now. And yeah, it looks like he's going to siege up on this initial bunker of Contra. He throws down a shield tower to help out, throws a turret while he's building it to help protect these forces. And yeah, now this is a very, very, very challenging position for Contra. Not that it wasn't, as soon as those ghost bunkers were done. But yeah, Contra doing what he can, but those turrets, his own turret is not doing enough here. Toxicpanda, rallying behind his turret, has that tank sieged up. There's not much that Contra can do, and Contra throws in the towel.